Hello, so for this assignment we need to make a 95% confidence interval around the mean, of course for an interval ratio variable. Now we use the GSS data as always. One very characteristic interval ratio variable of course is age of respondent, actually measured in years. So we will be using this one. Now we go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Explore. Now we find age in here in the variable panel and we put it here in the dependent variable panel, as you see. Now for this we don't need plots, so we go only for statistics. Go OK, and here among other statistics we may see the confidence interval. We have the lower bound and the upper bound. So we are 95% sure that the actual mean age in the population will be between 48 and 50 years old. So if we were to pick a person at random on the street and ask them their age, 95% of the time we will find people within this range. Now, using the same data, we also need to run a t-test. In this case, an independent variable t-test. Now, for that we are going to need also a group to compare means between. So we are still going to use age, and we are going to compare mean age between gender. Now, first of all, we need to know the coding before going to the test, because we are going to need that later. And we see that males are 1 and females 2. So we go under Analyze, Compare Means, Independent Sample t-test. Now, under Test Variable we select age, and here we go to Group and we select sex. Now here we need to go and define groups. That's why we need to know the codings, because we can't write here numbers which are not coded there. For example, I can't write 1 and 3. I must write 1 and 2. As we saw earlier, 1 is for males and 2 is for females. So we are going to compare males and females. Okay, and here we have the test output. We have here the averages for males and females, and here we may see the p-value of the test. This is the test statistic. Here is a t-test, so we see the t statistic, degrees of freedom, and this is the p-value. In this case the p-value is over 0.05, so we cannot reject the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis is always that there is no change. So in this case the null hypothesis is that average age for males and females is the same, or that there is no difference in terms of age between males and females. And this is clearly the case. As we can see, the p-value is much larger than 0.05. And this concludes this lesson. Thank you.